Hi everyone, it's Mona again from Back Pain Movement Makers, and today is 46 in our 365 days free challenge, where we go live every day to talk about healing back pain for good, but also living a fulfilled life through 10 daily holistic healing habits channeled through me from the highest consciousness. Today is the seventh daily holistic healing habits that we are talking about, and it's about consume spiritual and transformational input every day and preferably throughout the day. So today we have come to classic as well. I'm going to mention Neale Donald Walsh and his books. And I have no idea how many books he has written yet. And I assume that there are more to come. His first book was Conversations with God, and there were three of them. And then he continued writing three more books after that, and after that, three more books as well. And now I am reading, I have that book at work because I read every lunch, but it's about the 25 core messages that he got from those nine books and those 2,000 pages. And it's absolutely fantastic, but I have forgotten the title of it. But all his books, I could really recommend them. I have read at least, I think there are five or six of them. Or if there are more, I have no idea. I don't remember. But they are so, so good. And I also think that one of his greatest books is a very thin one, and I think it's called Recreate Yourself. And there he identifies the five most life-changing events that has happened in your life, and you get a lot of questions. I have given that to a friend though, but so I can't show you. But those, when you identify the most life-changing events that had happened in your life, and then they should be on the negative events that has shaped you and your life and your beliefs around life and everything and everyone in it, and about yourself as well. When you identify those and you try to have an objective view of those, what really happened, if you take away everything except what happened, all the interpretations, all the feelings, all the thoughts about that, and so on. When you take that away and just look at it, what really happened, then they lose the power over you. It's so refreshing. It's so refreshing. I did that. I was bullied as a kid when I was 6 years old in preschool. I was bullied, and I learned then that I wasn't okay the way I was. My clothing were never enough. I was never enough. My hair was never enough. Um, those things were really about a little girl in my class that was terrified of being alone. And she did everything she could to frighten the other girls so that she would not be on her own. So she was really afraid on the inside, and I was the target. And because I was kind of secure in myself. I was kind of, well, this is how I am. Um, and that really annoyed her in some way. And I taught uh, her a lesson in that way, that she had the power to humiliate me. I thought then it was terrible. I was alone, and I had no one to play with, and everything about me was absolutely wrong. But this book then taught me what this was all about. This was has absolutely nothing to do with me. But it had everything to do with her, and she was really insecure. And of course, I have forgiven her, and I have forgiven myself as well, because that shaped me for at least 35, almost 40 years old. And when I read his book, I also did a course with Marissa Peer about rapid hypnotherapy, where you go back and you change things that so it loses its control over you, and also it empowers you instead, because you choose to change those memories and add things from your imagination that didn't happen, and you remember the additional parts as well. You don't remember the first original only, and especially not the negative feelings around it. So Neale Donald Walsh, he is absolutely something if you want to read the inspirational, spiritual, and transformational books. It makes you reevaluate everything you have learned about why we're here, about what God is, about what we are, and so on. So I really recommend all his books, and especially Recreate Yourself. And also, I cannot help to mention Eckhart Tolle, of course. The Power of Now. It's a not very big book when it comes to how many pages there are in it. And it's not a book that you could read from the beginning to the end just at once, because it is so deep, and it's so not advanced, but it turns a lot of things around our thinking upside down. So it takes some time to think about what he really means, and so on. And as I told you about the Course in Miracles and the Course of Love, when you read The Power of Now, and also A New Earth, um, it gives you kind of relief just by reading the book. So I really recommend, if you have not read anything from Neale Donald Walsh or Eckhart Tolle, I really recommend you doing that. And both these authors, their books have been translated, I don't know, 25, 30 languages or something like that. So, and if you cannot find it in your mother tongue, you could certainly find it in English. You could try to find them on secondhand stores, because especially A New Earth here in Sweden, at least, there are tons of that book right now, because it was a lot of some years ago before since he wrote it. So, and he also has com what is the word? Complementary books to those as well. How do you apply those things in a practical real life? So I really, 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 really recommend these two authors. Eckhart Tolle, he's talking about the pain body and the ego, and as reasons why we are not conscious and aware. And Neale is talking a lot about what we are and our purpose, and why things are the way they are. And well, I really recommend it. And you could also search on YouTube. There are tons and tons of material there. Okay. So tomorrow I'm going to give you and some other life-changing input advice for good books. Okay? Hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye.